As always, this is for training and educational purposes and must never be used on the public internet. When you create a password on a website, it usually isn't stored in a database as plain text. Instead, it's converted to something called a hash, basically a long string of characters, as shown above. This is using the MD5 hashing algorithm. Other algorithms are SHA-1 and SHA-256. So attackers don't decrypt passwords, they crack them by guessing and hashing. Hashcat is one of the most powerful password cracking tools in cybersecurity. Ethical hackers use it to test password strength. And companies use it to audit leaked databases. Once attackers get a database from a data breach, for example, they don't need the website anymore, just the hashes. The first thing we want to do here is to create a word list. I head over to the ROCU file in the user, share, word list folder, and you can see the ROCU.txt file shown. A quick word count of this file with the WC command shows over 14 million words. To create my own, more targeted word list, I am going to take some of the words from this list and place it into a new file. If I use the whole ROCU file, the use of Hashcat with this would take much longer to go through and check them all. So I create my own targeted word list with the use of the nano editor in my desktop folder, calling the file geno-hash.txt. Then paste the copied words in there, and you're set. Just to show you, the file is now on the desktop and good to go. By running the WC command again, the word count for this file is 92, much smaller and more targeted. For the sake of this demonstration, I will rename the geno-hash file to geno-wordlist. This will avoid any confusion later. I use the mv command, which stands for move, and this confirms the change to gman-wordlist. This would happen in a real-world scenario. If there had been a data breach and I was able to access the database of hashes, I would be able to use Hashcat to break the passwords. For this example, I have two hashes in this file, gman-hashes. Before getting to the Hashcat part of the video, a useful little trick. We will need to know the algorithm used to generate the hash, so open up a useful app called Hash Identifier. Paste in the hash value and immediately, it will show you the algorithm used. This is essential before using Hashcat. And it is MD5, which is correct. When you are using Hashcat, there are so many different options. Use the man command for Hashcat and I will explain. The two options we will use are -m, which is hash type, and -a, which is the attack mode. Scroll down until you reach the parameters section. You can see here the possible values for the attack mode and hash types. Today, we are going to keep it simple. For the attack mode, 0 or straight is the option we need. As for the hash type, this is why we needed to establish the hashing algorithm earlier, MD5, so we can now select it from here, using 0 as the parameter. As you can see, there are tons of other parameters, such as NTLM for Windows devices and SHA-256 for more complex hashes. Cisco devices are listed here and even Android. Amazing! Obviously, the final part to this is to run the attack on the hash file. The ls command shows the two files again. The command isn't too tough, but take it slow to get it right. Type hashcat-m0-a0. Follow that with the file with hashes, in this case gman-hashes. Then end it with your word list file, and in this example it is the geno-wordlist file. Okay, with that typed in, just press enter and allow it to cook. That's pretty quick, as you can see, as it was only a small password list. But there they are, the two hashes I was trying to crack, have been cracked. The first password being awful, password 123. And Stranger Things-2026, still a relatively easy password to break. This was only a small number of passwords in the password list, so it cracked it quick time. But this is the technique used all over the world to test password complexity. Remember, change your password to something very tough. Thanks for joining G-Man today for this trip into the world of password security. Tell your family and friends how easy it can be to crack simple passwords. And tell them all to subscribe to the G-Man channel. See you next time.